laps remain here in the Dickies 200 at Mosport Speedway in the season opener, the 2011 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series here on TSN. Side by side, the field works out of corner number 4. Scott Steckly will see the green and lead him to 1.
Up through the gearbox one more time, side by side. That's Pete Shepard Jr. outside. Mixie gets in a little hot, gets high. 17, DJ Kennington trying to get back into the top 5.
7 cars back on the lead lap. J.R. Fitzpatrick in the 84 getting the VTEC free pass, and around goes Kerry Mix into corner number 3. Stephen Matthews got into him right in the right front corner, and the caution flag flies once again.
They were hauling it down into turn 3. The 02 and the 84 come together, and Matthews gets into him after the fact.
Now,
we got some broken parts on the 02.
We'll take another look at this. Watch the 84 and remember back to Kawartha last year. It looks like he just didn't get on the brakes very hard. Now, if you remember the last race, the last corner of the 2010 season, J.R. Fitzpatrick was turned by Kerry Mix. There was a dust-up at the end, the start-finish line. And this time, J.R. Fitzpatrick gets his payback.
Wow, around he goes and collects the 15 of Matthews.
It's taken a while, but Kerry Mix has hobbled that 02 Dickies BDI Ford Fusion along pit road. You can see the torn up right front tire. That's going to take a little time to get that car up in the air and make sure that there's no other damage. But Kerry Mix looks to be climbing out. We think this one might be terminal, fellas, with just a few laps remaining.
Yeah, just by the look on the face of the crew, you can see they're not in too much of a hurry to get this one fixed, and it will be a green-white checker with 3 laps to go. So this one is going to be a good old-fashioned Saturday night shootout here at Mosport Speedway in the Dickies 200. Scott Steckly will start to the inside of Pete Shepard. Keep an eye on the 8 of Don Thompson Jr. And don't forget about the 19 of Brad Graham. He's got the newest tires of the bunch. Bringing him off of 4 one more time. The green flag waves here in Mosport.
Buckle up, Buttercup. She's Saturday night under the lights. 2 laps for all the coin.
And around goes the 84 of J.R. Fitzpatrick. The Equipment Express Chevy gasses it up. No caution as we stay green here at Mosport. Side by side for second. Scott Steckly's going to lead him into 3 and 4. Don Thompson Jr. to the inside of Pete Shepard. The white flag in the air.
The 17 of DJ Kennington right down the bottom behind Don Thompson Jr. Followed closely by the 19. Oh, the 19 of Graham gives 17 DJ Kennington a whack and steals the spot in turn 1. Now we're side by side for second, the only race left on the racetrack.
Boy, Graham rooted Kennington out of the way, and it looks like Scott Steckly is going to win this one. In a walk, the 22 Canadian Tire Dodge is going to win race number 1. Followed home by Pete Shepard. Don Thompson Jr. will take third. Brad Graham will come home in the 4th spot as the crew celebrates.
Well, that's a happy Canadian Tire crew for sure here at Mosport. Oh, and DJ Kennington, he just voices his displeasure with the 19 of Brad Graham after the race.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series on TSN from Mosport Speedway. Scott Steckly is down in victory lane. Let's throw it down to Todd.
Scott Steckly climbs out of that number 22 Canadian Tire Dodge, climbs up on the roof and waves the checkered flag in celebration of the victory of race number 1 this season. Just going to take a second to pull the Hans device off, then remove that helmet, and you'll see that smile of celebration, probably after a cold drink from Scott Steckly as well. There's the hat, there's the smile, and Scott Steckly very pleased to have a victory in this opening event. Your car seemed really strong, even though you reported to the crew that you had a vibration early on in the race.
Yeah, when we were leading, I thought the motor blew. Something started vibrating real bad. I don't know if it was just a header broke or what happened, but we had no brakes in practice. We worked real hard through that. My crew did an awesome job. Canadian Tire, Exide Batteries, Castrol just came on board, Herb Transport, AWM Rights, all our sponsors. My crew, we've been struggling this year. We've been working long hours, and it's all worthwhile. I knew we could do it. Julio came on board as our crew chief. The rest of my team, Danny, came on board. It's great. It's an awesome way to start out the year.
Great victory here at Mosport for Scott Steckly.
Well, Scott had a strong horse here tonight. He deserved the win. He's had trouble here before.
And taking a look at the rest of the top 10 here in the Dickies 200, Jason Hathaway coming home in 6th spot. J.R. Fitzpatrick in 7th. Stephen Matthews rounds out the top 10. Now let's go down to your second place finisher. Todd's with him.
Pete Shepard, position 2 here at Mosport. Terrific run. Looked like he might take this one for a while.
Yeah, the 22 car was strong. He was definitely the best car here all day. I could see right off the get-go how good he was. But I really want to thank National Exhaust, Tom Baker, and High Tech, and my girlfriend Brittany. I love her so much. She's there for all the support. Neil Fair is a spotter. Just everybody, you know, Tap On Energy, BioX Nutrition, just everybody for really helping us out. But especially Tom. Thanks, Tom.
Great job.
Well, that spotter right there, Neil Fair, a whale of a competitor himself, a veteran like myself, knew how to get around these racetracks.
And Pete Shepard, there you see him second place in points as you take a look at the Castro point standings after one event. Obviously, most of the drivers where they finished here in the Dickies 200. Let's go back trackside. Todd standing by with your third place finisher.
Don Thompson, doesn't seem to matter what the number on the car is. If you're at Mosport, you're finishing in the top 5. Great podium finish.
Thank you very much. First of all, I got to thank Farmers Feed Families. I also like to thank the Hackinsons, my whole pit crew. They did a great job. The car wasn't great today. It was really tight. Used a lot of brakes. Really had to save them all day. But, you know, first time out with the new team, we're pretty happy. Let's go on to the next one.
Podium finish will make any driver happy with a new team.
Absolutely. Don Thompson flexed his muscle a couple of times here today at Mosport as we take a look at the Dodge Mopar Fast 5. Of course, the top 5 finishers all driving Dodges here today. Brad Graham, the only one in the old Dodge Avenger body style, but they all take home a piece of that cash. Bill McFarland from Dickies giving away the hardware to your winner here in Mosport, Scott Steckly. This race has been brought to you by Castrol. Check us out at ChangeYourOilChangeYourLife.com. By Tim Hortons Premium Blend Coffee, always 20 minutes fresh. And by Leland Industries, quality fasteners, quality service, driven to win.
There's a very happy Scott Steckly. What a way to start the season here at Mosport.
And our next race will be from just outside of Montreal, the inaugural race at the I-Car Circuit back on the road courses. All of us at James Robinson Associates, we'll see you there.